Welcome to another Odds HQ NHL betting preview video for Thursday, August 27th. I'm Ian Cameron back at it with the Vegas Golden Knights and the Vancouver Canucks. It's Game 3 of this Western Conference semifinal series. The series currently tied at 1 game apiece. Vegas, though, a minus 200 favorite in Game 3 with the total 6, making this a half-goal adjustment up in the total. First 2 games were 5.5. This total for Game 3 currently 6 across the board. The Vancouver Canucks, they did what I was not overly shocked to see them do in Game 2 of this series. They played a much better game. The one thing that we have seen from the Canucks throughout these playoffs is they've been able to respond to adversity. They've been able to take a punch and punch back. We saw it in the first round against the defending Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues. It was a series where the Canucks got up 2-0. The Blues stormed back to win Game 3 and 4 to tie that series at 2 games apiece. And you could have thought at that point, you know what? St. Louis has got all the momentum, all the control of this series. They're just going to wipe away and do away with the Vancouver Canucks. But that didn't happen. The Vancouver Canucks responded with a Game 5 and Game 6 win to close out the defending champions. The problem in Game 1 with Vancouver and why they got shut out 5-0, they didn't have the puck. When you don't have the puck, you take penalties. When you don't have the puck, you can't score. And that's exactly what ended up happening in that game. Vegas controlled the play. They dominated off in the offensive zone. The puck possession numbers were heavily skewed toward the Golden Knights in Game 1. Vancouver just didn't have the puck that night, and they didn't. They seemed to be taken aback a little bit by the team-wide speed that Vegas plays with. They're a transition team. They're a counter-attack team. They're a team that really uses their speed to force turnovers. They hound the puck relentlessly, and they're able to win so many puck battles because of how fast they are as a team. And after playing a little bit more of a physical cycle style, plotting St. Louis Blues team, I think it really took Vancouver at least that first game to kind of get up to the speed that the Golden Knights were playing at. They definitely did a better job of it in Game 2. It didn't hurt the Canucks' cause either that Tyler Toffoli, a guy they got at the trade deadline from the LA Kings, someone that they brought in, for playoff time to score big goals, a guy that's a veteran and a playoff performer, going back to his time with the LA Kings. They brought him in for the playoffs and to play big at postseason time. And sure enough, in his first game back from injury, he hadn't played since Game 1 of the qualifying round against Minnesota, steps back on the ice and scores immediately to get the Canucks going in Game 2. It was a great game for him, a goal and 2 assists in the Game 2 win. Captain Bo Horvat of the Canucks, 2 goals for him. Elias Pettersson, a goal and 2 assists. Really, the big guns of Vancouver stepped up, were much better in the 5-2 victory in Game 2 of that series. And the Vancouver Canucks got, not that nobody's lacking motivation, there's a Stanley Cup at stake, but the Vancouver Canucks saw the Vegas Golden Knights kind of mocking them, laughing at them on the video scoreboard at Rogers Place in Edmonton during Game 1 when the Canucks got shellacked 5-0. And it was something that was duly noted by the Vancouver team, including Bo Horvat, going into Game 2, saying we wanted to, basically we wanted to shut him up, is what he said in not so many words. He said, quote, "We wanted to make a statement," and obviously it was a lot quieter over there talking about the Vegas bench in Game 2, and we're going to try to keep it that way. So they didn't take kindly to Vegas, sort of saying, mocking them and saying, we're up 5-0. You guys don't scare us. You guys don't frighten us. Well, maybe there's a little bit more fright in Vegas now after losing 5-2. Really one of the stories of Game 2 for Vancouver is not just Jacob Markstrom in net, who was really good and much better than he was in Game 1, but how about the commitment and the sacrifice from the entire Canucks team in terms of getting in the shooting lanes, blocking shots. It's a staple of a winning team at playoff time. You've got to make the commitment to be good defensively, and that includes being able to block shots. They had 40 blocked shots as a team, Vancouver, in Game 2. But what does that number also tell me? It tells me that Vegas had their chances. It tells me that Vegas had a lot of shots, a lot of opportunities, but unfortunately, not as many pucks were getting to the net because of the 40 blocked shots that the Vancouver Canucks had in Game 2. And that's important from a pace perspective. It's going to look like Vegas only scored 2 goals, didn't do a whole lot offensively. Well, you're not going to do as much offensively when you've got 40 blocked shots. That you shoot the puck. That's 40 shot attempts, but the shots got blocked by Vancouver Canucks players. You got to think it's going to be difficult for Vancouver to block that many shots to have that kind of number again in that category here in Game 3. The Vegas team offensively all season long, we know they have 4 lines and all 4 of them are capable of contributing. They have been very good off games where they've been held down. The Golden Knights are 8-1 in their last 9 games after being held to 2 goals or less. They've also trended over the total at a pretty good clip when they've been held to that number of goals in their previous game. And let's not forget, this is still a Vegas team that so far here in the restart, in all but 3 of their games, the Golden Knights have been able to score at least 4 goals. So this has been a team that's been able to play well offensively. I think they'll have a much better offensive game in them tonight. But on the flip side, I think that Vancouver is not going to get completely shut down by Vegas. With Tyler Toffoli back, it's another weapon. It's another option for the Canucks up front to give them another source of goal scoring that's going to be dangerous and difficult for the Vegas Golden Knights to contain. When you look at it, Game 1 stayed under, but barely, 5-0. And again, if Vancouver has the puck a little bit more often, they probably could have gotten at least a couple of goals. Game 2 makes up for that. I really liked the over in Game 2. And it ended up going over the total with the 5-2 win for the Canucks. And I'm going to come right back on the over because tonight in Game 3, because I said before the series began, or I believed it would be a higher scoring series. And there's definitely some trends that support the over tonight in Game 3. The over is cashed at a 4-1 clip in the last 5 head-to-head meetings between the Golden Knights and Canucks. And the over is also 12-7 in the last 19 games combined between the two teams since the restart. So they've both been trending more toward the over than they have the under, and I expect more of the same here. So my Odds HQ NHL betting preview video, best bet for Thursday, August 27th, we're going to go with Vegas, Vancouver, over 6, -110. I'm Ian Cameron. Thanks for watching. Reminder to check out odds.com every day for great sports betting content, and also be subscribed and tuned in daily to the Odds HQ YouTube channel for live shows and sports betting video content on a daily basis. Enjoy the games and good luck on this Thursday. I'll be back with you tomorrow on Friday for another Odds HQ NHL betting preview video.